How's everybody doing? Wake up. Like she stated, my name is Stephen Samuels. I'm an academic advisor here at Kishwaukee College, predominantly over the CT Career Technology Division. I was asked to come speak to you all about networking and my journey and how networking has been beneficial and helped me during my journey to reach where I am now and to continuously grow. Because right now I am a law student at Northern Illinois University College of Law, and before that I obtained, or should I say earned, my master's in adult and higher education with an emphasis in student affairs. And before that I got my bachelor's in political science with a minor in black studies. And this is a gentleman who had no idea that he was going to go to college when he was 18 years old, graduating from high school. This is a man standing before you that attended 4 high schools, and I was expelled from 4 high schools, the last of which was the Cab High School. And a part of networking, I would say, is environment, location, as well as who are the people that you know. Who ever heard the statement that your network can equal your net worth? Absolutely. And I could stand as a person who can agree with that because I'm a product of that. The environment that I came from, which I used to live in Oak Park in Chicago, the west side area of Chicago, before I came to the Cab, and a lot of people and folks in that environment didn't really see college as their next step. For some people, college is what they only know once they graduate high school. But I had a sister who was attending NIU, working on her master's in education, and she wanted to get me out of that environment. Again, she had left that location and went to DeKalb, Illinois, and created a network for herself there. And through that network, she was able to get me out where I was living at the time, bring me to DeKalb, and get me a job when I arrived, a place to live when I arrived, as well as an interview to potentially be a candidate to enter NIU through what is called the Chance Program. Now, I would have not had that opportunity or not even been able to get out that location if it wasn't for my sister's network. Because she got out of that environment and that location, she got to a different space and created a network that also brought me along. Because I look at network as a bridge, because we can bridge gaps, as well as, like the gentleman said before, a way of, in the correct context of using folks to get to where you need to get to the next position, which is okay professionally if you're going to uphold your end of the bargain. So when I moved to DeKalb, I was about 16 years of age, got me a job, and eventually, like I said, I got kicked out of DeKalb High School as well. But was able to get back in for my senior year. I was able to get into NIU. And here I am at NIU like, wow, I didn't even think I could make it here, don't know if I'm worthy. But then I got surrounded by a bunch of people that had the same goal and identity that I did. Because little do you all know, one of your primary networks right now are the people sitting next to you. When they graduate, or when they go and choose that next class, or when they say, even the simplest thing is, I wouldn't take that professor if I was you. That could be beneficial information to you thanks to your network. But while I was there, one of the most powerfulest things that I did while I was at NIU that I'm grateful for is that I got involved. Just like an organization like PTK. I got involved, and that's what changed my life. I was able to now expand my network. I always say that my network was the reason that I went on to get my master's in education. I joined an organization that was called BMI, Black Male Initiative, and got a lot of mentors. And all of you do not have a mentor, I highly, highly, highly suggest you find a mentor, and then find another one, and then find another one, and then another one after that. And whatever it is your goal is, find somebody who has already did it, or somebody who's in the process that are a little bit further along than you are, and that can be a mentor to you because they can help bridge that gap, as well as expand your network. So what this ended up doing for me was, I got to NIU, got that bachelor's, joined BMI, and got so involved that I was like, hey, I like helping college students. They was like, hey, we have a master's program in this. I'm like, oh man, I could go to grad school. I've already spent enough money on this bachelor's. I'm not sure if I want to go spend more money on this master's. And that's when he said, oh, no. I have opportunity for you. And this was the gentleman who was the founder of BMI, Mr. Don Bramlett, who expanded my network tremendously. And because of him, no, you're not paying to go to grad school. You're going to go to grad school for free. And just because of my getting involved, learning who he was, him learning who I am, being of service to him, he was of service to me. Because in your network, it's not a one-way street. It's supposed to go both ways. So I was beneficial, and he was beneficial. We worked out perfectly. And through that exchange, that man gave me a job as well as a tuition waiver to attend NIU to get my master's. All I had to pay for was my books, and that wasn't much. So then after that, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool, expanding my network. And also, thanks to that, I had a job waiting for me by the time I graduated. Why? Because I worked my network. As well as in 2018, you can network on social media. I have gotten opportunities from Facebook to Instagram and even professionally with LinkedIn. Several jobs I've applied for or even learned about, i.e. this position, I actually learned about it on LinkedIn. So you never know where your network can lead you, as well as you never cut off where you can expand your network. And that's what brought me to law school at that point when I said, okay, I got a job, I finished my master's, I worked for a year, and then somebody else in my network said, hey, you talk so well, you like to debate, I think you should go to law school. I'm like, man, the test is expensive, the prep course is expensive. Because of my network, because I had joined an organization called Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated that expanded my network to a national basis. And I had a gentleman that was a member of my fraternity who was a lawyer because I made him a mentor to me because he had already done a lot of the things that I wanted to do. So I asked if he could show me how to do it. And with that, he said, you know what? I'll pay for you to go to the prep course. I didn't even have to ask him to do that. He said, come to my office tomorrow. I have something for you. I'm expecting, okay, I'm gonna go in, he's gonna talk to me, kind of give me an interview type thing. I got there, they said he's not there. I said, what is going on? I was, scared at that point. And they said, oh, but you were here for him? He left something for you. Go to his mailbox. He said he left something in his mailbox for you. I go to his mailbox, it was an envelope full of cash with a note that said, be the best that you can be. And that was due to my network. And of course, I attended that class, did the best that I could be, motivated me, and I knocked it out. That helped me prepare and helped me get into NIU Law School with not too many hassles. And then as well as even my professional career, almost 9 out of 10 jobs I've had in the last 5 or 6 years, I maybe only had to interview for 2 or 3 of them. Because my network had put me in a position that I couldn't do by myself. A lot of goals that we have, you cannot do it by yourself, believe me. And one of the best ways that you could obtain your goal is to find help. Don't be, ashamed or egotistical, because humility is huge. Be humble and ask for the help that you need, and you never know what somebody can offer you. Don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what somebody may know. You never know who somebody may know. So never be a closed book, always be open, allow folks to enter. You enter others, but do not sacrifice your journey. Make sure you stay focused, expand yourself, network with people, talk to people. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Anytime you're at a location with a lot of folks, network. That means to talk, communicate, and exchange information. So, without further ado, I won't talk your ears off any further. Again, my name is Stephen Samuels. I am a resource to you all. I hope that you have accepted what I have said and hope that I have become a part of your network. Because you all are a part of my network. So if there's anything that I can do to be of service to you, ask. Closed mouths do not get fed. As well as if there's anything that I may need from you, please do not be surprised because I will come knocking humbly and I will ask. Again, I'm Stephen Samuels. Thank you.